Hello, natural ladies. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time being here, thank you so much for stopping by and thank you for clicking on this video. And for my regular watchers, thank you so much for being here. Today I'm going to show you how I get this updo hairstyle. Now this hairstyle is done using large cornrows. You could choose to do it whatever size that you want. So the first thing I did was that I part out a section of hair in the middle of my head. Now I'm going to part my hair at the sides and I'm going in to ensure that that part is straight. Now initially I didn't know what style I really needed, so I was just playing around just to see how I really wanted it to come out. Now what I did, I started with the front, and usually I tell you to go ahead and section your hair so that it's easier for you to get it done. Now this time around I did not go ahead and section because I was still contemplating how I want this hairstyle to be. So what I did, I part out a large sum of hair in the middle of my head, or in the center rather, the center front of my head. And what I did was that I started to part the hair from the left to the right. Now I did the front first, so I parted out a piece at the front, and these cornrows, as I said, are not very small, so it's not gonna take very long for it to get done. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start cornrow from the left to the right, where I'm grabbing all the hair that I parted out, even the one that goes to the center part at the back. So if you could just look at what I am doing, then you'll see that I'm starting from the left and I'm cornrowing all the hair that I parted out, and then I'm going to take the hair and bring it to the middle. Now this is what the first one looks like when I finish cornrowing that first cornrow. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go now to the left side where I started the first braid, and I'm going to make one cornrow just going straight back to the piece in the middle. So this hairstyle is not difficult to do. The only problem I had was when I reached the back, even though you see I have a mirror at the back around there, I was wondering if that mirror could help me to see the back, but I wasn't seeing anything at all. I wasn't seeing what I was parting. I was just going with the flow. But trust me, it came out pretty nicely, and this is something that you could do in a very short time. So when I finished that one going straight back, I went ahead and I started to do the other one in the same direction as the first one. And what I noticed, guys, is that my hair lining is coming back, which is awesome. So I'm going to just continue doing what I'm doing. I don't want to tug on them too much to let them break again. So this is what I have. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like when I finish the first section. So this is what it looks like. As I said, you can go ahead and do it however size you want. I just opted to do it large. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to start on the other section. And what I did, I parted out the amount that I want the section to be. And then I'm going to start now from the right to the left to cornrow this section. And I'm going to ensure that when I am parting this hair, that it goes up to the part that I that I parted in the middle. So I'm cornrowing, ensuring that when I am doing the updos, that it is touching that section that I parted in the middle of the hair. And that's very important. So ensure that when you're doing it, it is done in that way. Now, if this is your first time being here, I want you to hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell so you'll be notified each time I make a video. Now, I'm going to go ahead and part the one that is going straight, not slanted. So this is what it looks like. And now I'm going to show you what it looks like when I finish that section. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like when I finish the other section. You see it is coming on quite nicely. Now I'm going to move on to the other section, and I'm going to do the other section in the similar way that I did the other section, ensuring that I keep my cornrows the same size. Now that is very important when you are cornrowing. You could have wonderful cornrows, but if the pattern is not consistent, then it doesn't look so nice. So ensure that when you're parting, you keep those parts and the section consistent. Now I would like to know, have you ever tried an updo before? How did it turn out for you? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. And let me know how your natural hair journey is going. How are you managing with your natural hair? Okay, so now we're at the back of the head, and what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna part out the rest of the hair and put it in two sections, and then I'm gonna start with the left half of that section. And I wanted them to meet each other, but then I just decided that I'm going to not let them part from the left to the right. So that's what I ended up doing. So what I did, I part out a section first, and then I cornrow that section. And you notice I did not use any products in my hair this time around. It's because my hair felt so much moisturized from the last wash day routine that I did using the tuna and the aloe vera. It felt so soft, it felt so moisturized, so I did not feel the need to go ahead and add any more product to my hair. So I went ahead and I did that piece going horizontally. Now I'm gonna do the vertical piece. So what I did, I ensured that the section that I'm parting out is the same as I always did. Now I'm gonna turn my hand the opposite direction, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do that updo, do that cornrow going up. Now this is not very hard to do, guys. It may look difficult, but with practice, trust me, you can do it. And as I was saying earlier, that I wasn't seeing anything at all at the back of my head. I thought that the mirror was going to help me to see what I'm doing, but I solely depended on my feeling and just ensuring that the parts came out really nice. When I turned my head to the side, I could see something, but when I'm doing the cornrow, I couldn't see anything at all. But I think it came out really nice. The parts were looking good, and I just think it was good. Now I would like to know also, what mirror would you suggest I use so that I could see the parts better, or the cornrows better when I'm doing it, because I would like to try other styles, but because of the mirror situation and I can't see at all, then it's gonna be very challenging. So if you have another option, I would like to hear in the comment section. Now this is what it looks like, and now I'm gonna do the final one in that section. And what you're going to do now is that you're going to do the other section the same way that you do this section, and this is what it looks like when I am done with this cornrow. I think it came out pretty nice, and the piece that is in the middle, I just went ahead and I gave them some twist, and then I used my little banana clip and I put it around the ponytail, like as a ponytail. Then I used my mousse and I put at the end of my hair, and then I went ahead and I did my edges, and this is what the final result looks like. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Until we meet again, bye.